Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on AWS Application Discovery Service. So this lecture will contain all these topics. What is AWS Application Discovery Service? Agentless discovery, agent-based discovery, integration with API and partner solutions, VMware discovery, agentless and agent-based approaches, database discovery with agentless collector, and discovery agent and agentless collector. So what is AWS Application Discovery Service? AWS Application Discovery Service gathers valuable information about your existing on-premises infrastructure to aid in migration planning. The service seamlessly integrates with other AWS migration tools such as Migration Hub for centralized tracking and DMS Fleet Advisor for assessing database migration options. With Migration Hub, you can easily track the progress of your application migrations from a single console, simplifying the overall process. All data collected by the Application Discovery Service is securely stored in your designated AWS Migration Hub home region. The discovered data can be exported for further analysis using familiar tools like Microsoft Excel or powerful AWS analytics services such as Amazon Athena and Amazon QuickSight. By exporting system performance and utilization data, you can input this information into your cost model to estimate the expenses associated with running your servers on AWS. The service can export data about network connections between servers, helping you understand dependencies and group them into applications for more effective migration planning. So first I will be talking about agentless discovery. So the agentless collector identifies virtual machines and hosts associated with VMware vCenter after being deployed and configured. It collects static configuration data such as server host names, IP addresses, MAC addresses, disk resource allocations, database engine versions, and database schemas. Additionally, it gathers utilization data for each VM and database, providing average and peak metrics for CPU, RAM, and disk I/O. Next is agent-based discovery. So AWS Application Discovery Agent can be installed on individual VMs and physical servers with installer options for both Windows and Linux operating system. The agent collects static configuration data, detailed time series system performance information, inbound and outbound network connections, and data on running processes. And third is integration with API and partner solutions. Application Discovery Service integrates with third-party application discovery solutions from AWS Partner Network, API and partners. These solutions allows users to import details about their on-premises environment directly into Migration Hub without using the agentless collector or discovery agent. Third-party tools can query Application Discovery Service and write to its database using the public API, enabling data import and view in Migration Hub. This integration facilitates the association of applications with servers and tracking of migrations. Okay, now I'll be talking about VMware discovery. So VMware is important technology. So a lot of companies run VMware virtual machines using vCenter. So both agentless and agent-based approaches. So VMware vCenter environment. This one, the discussion will be on virtual machines running within VMware vCenter environment. So first is agentless collector for system information. The agentless collector can be used to gather system information from VMs without installing an agent on each VM. It is loaded as an on-premises appliance into vCenter and discovers all hosts and VMs. The agentless collector captures system performance information and resource utilization of each VM regardless of the operating system. However, it has limited visibility inside the VMs and cannot determine running processes or network connections. So next is discovery agent, which will give detailed insights for a more detailed analysis of existing VMs. To aid in migration planning, the discovery agent can be installed on an as needed basis. The discovery agent provides a deeper look into the VMs offering information about running processes and network connections. Simultaneous discovery with both approaches. For VMs hosted on VMware, it is possible to use both the agentless collector and discovery agent simultaneously to perform a comprehensive discovery. Next one is database discovery with agentless collector. Because it's a database, so we have to use agentless. The agentless collector can be used to discover an inventory, a database and analytics servers in your on-premises environment. You can collect performance metrics for each database server without the need to install agentless collector on each computer in your environment. The agentless collector database and analytics data collection module captures metadata and performance metrics that provide insights into your data infrastructure. The database and analytics data collection module uses LDAP in Microsoft Active Directory to gather information about the OS, database and analytics servers in your network. The data collection module periodically runs queries to collect actual utilization metrics of CPU, memory and disk capacity for the database and analytical servers. After agentless collector completes data collection from your environment, you can use the AWS DMS console for further analysis and planning for your migration. For example, to choose an optimal migration target in the AWS cloud, you can generate target recommendation for your source database. Okay, now let's go about the agent itself, about the software. So we'll see the discovery agent. The AWS application discovery agent is a software that you install on-premises servers and VMs targeted for discovery and migration. Agents capture system information, system performance, running processes, and details of the network connections between systems. These agents support most Linux and Windows operating systems, and you can deploy them on physical on-premises servers, on Amazon EC2 instances, and virtual machines. The discovery agent runs in your local environment and requires root privileges. When you start the discovery agent, it connects securely with your home region, AWS home region, and registers with application discovery service. So you'll be able to see it in the application discovery service AWS console. After registration, the agent starts collecting data for the host or VM where it resides. The agent pings the application discovery service at a 15-minute intervals for the configuration information. The collected data includes system specifications, time series utilization or performance data, network connections, and process data. You can use this information to map your IT assets and their network dependencies. All of these data points can help you determine the cost of running these servers in AWS and also plan for migration. Data is transmitted securely by the discovery agents to application discovery service using transport layer security TLS encryption. Agents are configured to upgrade automatically when new versions become available. You can change this configuration setting if required. Okay, next let's talk specifically about the agentless collector. The agentless collector gathers information about your on-premises environment, including server profiles like operating system information, CPU, RAM, database metadata, and utilization metrics using agentless methods. You can install the agentless collector as a virtual machine VM in your VMware vCenter server environment using an Open Virtualization Archive OVA file. The agentless collector has a modular architecture that allows for the use of various agentless data collection methods, which provides flexibility and extensibility. Currently, the agentless collector supports modules for collecting data from VMware VMs as well as database and analytics servers. Further modules will expand support to network connections, additional virtualization platform, and OS level collection. The agentless collector supports data collection for the AWS application discovery service which assist in planning the migration to AWS cloud. By collecting data through the agentless collector, you can effectively plan the migration to the AWS cloud, helping you make informed decisions on the gathered information. So you can run some analytical and get some deeper insight on how much cost and performance you have to factor in. The application discovery service integrates with AWS Migration Hub. So one is we are doing discovery, then we have one more service, AWS Migration Hub, which further simplifies migration tracking by aggregating status information in a single console. So basically this is for large organizations who want to do large migrations, and you can view discovered servers, obtain Amazon EC2 recommendations, visualize network connections, group servers into applications, and track the migration status of each application from the Migration Hub console. The agentless collectors database and analytics data collection module integrates with AWS data migration service. So there is a data migration service also separately to help plan database migration. So we are doing discovery, then we have Migration Hub, which is a central place like a hub, and then migration service basically which will do the migration of data. So one is the hardware or the infrastructure or the software, and one is the database migration service, which is doing the actual data from your database. And this collects database metadata and utilization metrics, CPU, memory, disk capacity, which allows you to generate target recommendation for your source database using the AWS data migration service console. So basically this will help in how much sizing that we want to keep for the data and any other recommendation based on the performance. And that's all. Thanks for watching.